Ask your questions.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Los Chingones Podcast with your host, Ray Gonzalez.
Oscar Benitez.
ETS Frankie.
And we got a solid ass podcast. I think it's probably going to be one of our best podcasts we've done. I think this podcast is the real deal. What they say, Holyfield. You know
Holyfield.
So I think I'm actually excited to do this podcast. I mean, I'm excited to do every podcast, but I just feel like this is real shit. Like, I feel like us as men, we do not talk about this very often. And I feel like a lot of men hold their emotions in. And this is an emotional podcast, but it's not, it's in a sense that we're revealing things that we keep inside, AKA insecurities. And, I think we posted some stuff on Instagram earlier or yesterday, and we're talking about, and we got some good questions, some good feedback. And it's like, damn, a lot of these things, it's like they resonate with me because at the end of the day, it's like a lot of men think about this stuff, and I feel like a lot of women don't understand us men, or they want to understand us men, and why we are the way we are sometimes. And it's just the way it is. So this podcast is going to be, the main topic is a little bit about protecting your energy. We'll cover that a little bit. And then mainly, which looks like a lot of people are fucking with this, is insecurities that men don't talk about. So let's clap for that.
Welcome to the sync
Welcome
session.
to the show, baby. It's about to get real. Alrighty. So let's start with this. Let's first break down protecting our energy. You know what I'm saying? Like, we do not like to get drained. I don't think anybody likes to get drained. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have a lot of shit going on, and people in general got things going on, and there's people that pour in your cup, and there's people that drink out your cup. You know what I'm saying? And both are fine, but when it's too much,
Not even just people, just things in general.
And things.
Should just be environments that you're in.
Exactly.
Could simply just be that too. Like, but yeah, back to what you said. Don't pour into what's not pouring back into you. Don't invest your energy where you're not getting a good return on that investment.
You got to hold your value.
Yeah.
You got to hold your value. That's for sure.
You hear that?
Yeah.
That's some music playing.
I farted.
Go turn it down. Go turn it down a little bit, Danny, over there. No, but yeah. So exactly what he said. I think that's very big to make sure that you're focused and stay aligned with what you're doing, and not get drained when you're someone trying to be successful, be better. Just make sure that you are aware of your surroundings. Make sure that the people around you are aligned with you, and you're not getting drained, man. Like, it's 2023 now. You know what I'm saying? We're week one? Is it the week one of the year? Week one, or was it week two? Yeah, it's week one, finishing the week. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to keep going by. And if you ain't doing something different to protect that energy, you know what I'm saying? Like,
And the thing is, like, time goes by so fast. So you're like, fuck, I've been going through this bullshit for the last 2 years. Time's only going to continue to keep going.
Yeah, facts. You will, bro. You'll lose track of time.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Being so focused on some shit that just ain't even worth your energy.
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
even worth your energy. Ain't worth your time. Ain't worth nothing all around. But you'll just be so focused and just tunnel vision on like whatever issue that is, whatever problem it is. You just be so focused on it, and then you just lose all that time. Time is something that you can't get back, bro.
oh yeah, for sure. And
The world keeps spinning.
Oh yeah, and you got to be honest with yourself. Sometimes you got to be honest with yourself and remove these objects, things, environments that are messing up your energy. You know what it is. You could see, like, you got to remember, like, you got to look at it like in reality, like pull yourself outside of your body for a second and be like, what am I trying to do in life, or what am I trying to reach, or what am I trying to get to? And then from there, be like, okay, once you understand that's really what you're trying to do, then you look at like, what does not make sense in my life that pulls me back from getting there as quick as possible, or keep myself consistent. And at that point, be honest, be like, yeah, that keeps fucking with me. I don't need this. I don't need that. So that's where you start understanding. And, sometimes it's hard to remove yourself from these things because you're so used to it, because you want to be around it, because it's just in the moment, but you got to be honest with yourself and just take that step. And then you're going to understand that by doing that, your energy will be protected. You will be more motivated. You will be more energized. You will be more driven. You will be more successful. You will think more clearly. You'll be able to help more people. But yeah, it's just it's just very basic. You guys do it. I think everybody understands how to protect their energy. Sometimes it's just not willing to do the things that you need to do because sometimes it's a little bit harder than, than you think it is. And then sometimes it's just more of yourself. Like you don't want to remove what is toxic to you at the time because it's just there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whatever that case may be. Like I said, it could be the environment too. Change that environment. So, I think that's a good, simple understanding of how to protect the energy.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
Especially like choosing what to react to. Like me personally, I'm like such a non-confrontational person. So when it comes to like anybody coming at me in any type of way, form, whether it's person or whether it's at work or in the workspace, it's just like,
For what?
like, yeah, like it's just like
it's not worth it.
It's just like lift yourself up, like put yourself higher than. It's not like I'm higher than you in an arrogant way, but it's like I'm better than this.
Yeah, better
So
than this.
I'm not even gonna. You know what? If you mad,
You don't let your
if
ego
you're
get
mad
in the
at-
way.
Yeah, if you're mad, you're coming at me. Hey man, you can have it. You can have it. I ain't
Yeah,
even gonna
sometimes
respond. I ain't
just-
gonna react.
Sometimes it's
You can
like a
have that.
repetitive type of thing that keeps coming back up. And it's like, you know what? At this point, I've dealt with this enough that it's like, you know what? I'm not even reacting. Like you said, I'm not going to react no more because it's just draining me. If you accept it, you accept it. If you don't accept it, you don't accept it. But I'm not going to react to this because it's useless. It's not benefiting me. It's only draining me. And at this point, I will no longer allow this to drain me. And at the moment you say that, that's it.
Yeah.
You've checked out of that. You checked that box and you moved on.
Yeah,
from that.
don't get drained fucking feeding into some bullshit.
Yeah.
And you know what's the funniest thing? When you don't react,
Oh,
And they get pissed off.
even more. They even get more mad.
The Karens.
yeah.
They get even more mad.
And it's all about perspective. You know what I'm saying? The moment you change the way you think about things, instead of putting your mind into this negative situation, start thinking, okay, you know what? Fuck it. It's done. Perspective has changed. Look at the positive side. Look at the solution of it instead of the problem and move the fuck on. And that's that. So protect that energy, fellas, ladies. Yeah, I think that's all. It's simple. That's it. You know what I'm saying? So
Oscar, how do you protect your energy? What do you do day in, day out?
Meditate.
Oh, you meditate.
No, you know what? I feel like I need to start doing that.
Have you ever
Some
done it?
meditation.
Have you ever done it?
No, you know what? This year I was telling Ray I want to go like hiking and shit like that.
So
Get
pretty
away
much-
from like
pretty
social
much-
media.
Pretty much, yeah, social media, and just get away from the noise. Spend a little bit of time alone. Like how many times do you spend time alone and just sit there and just kind of like
Take like a mental health
You don't
day.
have to like meditate,
Mental
like
health.
sit there and cross your legs and look up in the stars and shit. But you can sit there even if you sit in your car for like 20 minutes and just
Just
kind
do
of
breathing exercises.
just breathe and just think and like just kind of just think. That's it.
That would be good. Just going, probably being off social media for like 24 hours. And I think that's a hard thing for everyone to do nowadays. Like every time, like I catch myself every time I'll look at my phone. And then you look at the screen time you've been on it. What's the longest screen time you've had on your phone?
Bro, I got hella screen time on my shit.
I
got hella
How
screen
many
time.
hours?
Shit, let's see right now.
Let's see right now. We're going to check how many hours Frankie has spent on his phone. This is screen time in a day. So
You
I don't
guys are gonna
think
fucking-
we even realize how much time we're on our phone and how much things we can get done. So when people are like, yeah, you know, I don't have time to do this, that, there's a lot of time to work on yourself.
It's not as bad as I thought.
It's not as bad as I thought.
My daily average is 7 hours and 22
Well,
minutes. That's still pretty high,
that's-
but it's down. That's down 24% from last week. And I'm gonna be real. Like sometimes, like my shit has been higher than that, like way higher.
You know, my thing is just keeping myself busy. I guess that's how I protect my energy, right? That way I'm not into like a bunch of bullshit. Like when I was like 23, right? My mindset was there, but it was just like all the surroundings I was around with. I had that temptation just to go out, get fucked up, party, and it was setbacks. And now I feel like at 26, I've definitely been building that mindset and I'm definitely like on track. Of course, there's a lot of shit I still got to work on. You know, I'm not like perfect.
Nobody's gonna be perfect, but it's just any little step that you take to protect that energy and just be better.
You get better every day.
Yeah, you get better every year. You get better every day. Yeah.
Even being in like the party scene, going out, like doing your thing, having a good time, like there's still ways to be in the mix and still protect your energy and be out. You feel me? Because like obviously being out, being in the nightlife, being in the party scene, like there's a lot of bullshit that can come with. There's a lot of shit that you can see or that you can basically come face to face with out there. And there's still ways to, like I said, protect your energy. Like, you know what? This ain't even. Stay mad. I'm out.
Nah, yeah. For sure. So there you have it, guys. Protecting that energy. Yeah. Wait, that's not the one. No, that's not the one.
We got to change those.
Pressing all the buttons.
That's not the one. Oh shit, that's not the one. That's not the one. That's not the one. All right. Anyways, protect your energy, guys. Moving on to the next part of the topic, the juicy questions that we have here. This is the one that everybody wants to hear.
Yes.
No. There you go.
A lot to talk about.
All right. So, insecurities of men. Dome. So we have some. Let's go with the questions first because we had a lot of people say things. Let's start with the very basic ones. Things that get brought up a lot, and we hear. Like, I am an owner of a gym here. I mean, we work with people. Oscar's talked to many females as friends and just in general, and I'm sure you've heard this before, and even on social media, you hear it a lot. TikTok, things like that. Is men's height.
Yeah, you know what? That's a really good one.
Like, females want is tall man over 6 feet, blah, blah, blah. Like, and obviously not everybody is 6 foot or taller or whatever that height they want to be, you know? And I feel like me, myself being 6 foot, like, sorry.
Myself being what everybody wants.
It's like that song, Big Boy. I want a big boy.
I think she made that song for me.
Me, myself being
SZA made that
desirable,
song for me. Like, being I work out 215. Like, oh, wait, what? Nah. No, yeah, but desirable. I am the perfect. No, I'm just kidding. No, but check it out, guys. So I hear those things and I'm like, damn, like, so if someone that was like 5'8", 5'7", 5'6", like, shit, my dad is 5'6". You know what I'm saying? I think, like, what is, like, it's crazy. Like, you think about these things, like, people really think like, oh, he's short. Like, that's the first, they don't even know the person, like, he's just too short. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's like, you don't even get to know them. You don't know what they do. You don't know their personality. It's like, they just kind of cancel you out. Why? That's big insecurity, man, because I think a lot of women started putting that out there. They want this tall guy.
I feel like it's a fake insecurity too. Like,
yeah.
Bro,
I think as a man,
a lot of these women say they got their preferences in men, especially,
but they'll settle.
Like, and they're like all like physical attributes. But at the end of the day, from my personal experience, being under 6 foot and a little bit heavier set, if you got a mouthpiece, bro, you can have anybody you want.
Honestly, the mouthpiece.
Hey, I think mouthpiece is more important than anything.
If you got a mouthpiece, bro, and you just...
And it's a genuine mouthpiece. It's not like I'm pretending to pretend. You know what I'm saying? Like, you legitimately are confident in yourself and you speak well. You're smooth the way you talk. That's more important than anything else.
Confidence, being confident.
AKA confidence, yeah. Confidence is what you have. Whether, because you're not tall enough, I think, it doesn't matter. Like, have confidence. Do the things that you can control. Work out, eat good, talk well, be successful with a business or a job, a good job. Like, things that you can control them. The things that you can't control, hey, let it be.
And the thing is, like I've had, I've engaged with girls or interacted with girls who I know for a fact have had like these more desirable options before me. And that's what kind of like made me realize, like,
Master
man,
P.
I'm just being real though. That's what like shit like that makes me realize, like, all this social media shit. Like, I want somebody 6 foot.
Yeah.
I want this. And I want
It's the
that.
social media hype,
It's the social media, bro.
So girls feed into that
all my
shit.
short kings out there.
Oh, yeah. Now, what do you think could be a short king? Like, what is it? What do people say is a short king?
Even like
what's the starting height for a short king and under? Like,
hey, 5'9", and they're like, yeah, you're short. I'm like,
5'9"?
I think 5'9" is
I think a
average,
5'9"
honestly.
is still like a good height. I think like once you hit like 5'7",
Give me that Miramax, I'll be 5'10".
I guess that's probably what they're thinking is short. But most girls,
I think when they're talking about like 5'5", 5'6".
yeah, like my
Probably.
dad's 5'6". I'm saying he's still a motherfucking boss. Damn, that's it. It's a wrap.
That's it.
No, but like I don't know. I just think that it should.
You got a mouthpiece.
You got a mouthpiece.
You got it.
You got it. Work on the things you can't control. So you be all right.
Oh, and
Short
if you can
kings.
make a female laugh,
See, that's my problem,
Yeah,
right?
definitely.
Like,
Well, you don't know how to
I don't
do
have a mouthpiece, right? When I talk to a female,
Oscar's,
right?
so that's
Oscar
what,
got
that's,
a mouthpiece, though.
Hold up.
Not a mouthpiece like that, but the
Like
thing
this?
is, no, the thing is, like, say if I'm at a bar, whatever,
Mouthpiece, Oscar.
if I'm like, yo, this chick, she looks cool, you know, I would like to talk to her, type of thing. I kind of just wait until if she looks at me and gives me like, okay, like, hey, like, I see you, then I'll most likely go talk to a person. But if I'm walking around, I'm like, this chick is not like, I know she ain't fucking with me, or who knows, maybe she's just like, fuck it, whoever. They're probably so used to it because a bunch of dudes are already trying to talk to them, right?
Oh yeah.
So they're already in that environment where it doesn't even phase them. But then again, I'm not trying to look like I'm a thirsty ass dude going up to them.
Yeah, I won't. Yeah, if I'm like in a place where there's like a specific girl like being hollered at, and I can see like everybody's trying to talk to her, everybody's trying to holler at her, I'll keep my distance and I'll just I might wait for the chance.
Yeah,
or it might just not happen. I'm not about to be.
It depends
the 15th
too.
Dude that gets turned down. That
Like
night.
if it's at a club, hella loud, music's so damn loud that you can't even hear anything. You already know it's you're not gonna talk to the person. You're just gonna go in there and try to dance with them and
try to
then
mingle.
the same shit.
Yeah, try to
it's different when you're in a bar situation where you really have to go talk to a person.
But you just
And
gotta be
you're a
secure,
little sober,
man. Like,
yeah.
let's say if you're single and you like something and you kind of like, you look over, they look at you, and it's kind of like a thing, and you just gotta go.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? You gotta go for what you want. Worst thing people can say is no, and you just gotta understand that. Worst thing someone's gonna say is no or ignore you, and then you just take the L and move on. Like, don't sit on it and be like, damn, I'm terrible. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, just go. You know what I'm saying? Like, so be secure on yourself on that. So mouthpiece, so you feel like that's something that could be a little insecure.
The mouthpiece.
Like, you feel
Mouthpiece.
like, okay.
like being smooth with it. Like fuck.
You just gotta be smooth, baby.
Fuck. And then I'm like, I don't want to try too hard. Then I'm fucking awkward.
No, and yeah, and that's the thing. It's like a close, like, yeah. I don't even know how to teach that. You can't teach that, huh, Frankie?
Teach what?
To be smooth with your talk. Like, I just feel like
It's either in you.
Yeah, you know
It's,
what I'm saying, Frankie? Like,
It's like that's the thing,
it's in me. It ain't on me.
I couldn't say like this is how you become smooth, Oscar. Like, you can't. You just gotta. But see, Oscar has other qualities of himself that could overlook that. Like, someone could just look at you and be like, "I'm horny." You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hey.
But see,
I didn't
Oscar,
say that. We didn't say that here.
I've seen it in real life. Oscar just shit. Females walk up to Oscar. I've seen it.
That's what I'm saying. So there's
Sometimes.
difference. Some guys don't have that. They have to talk. You don't have to do much. You're just like the billboard.
Well, once they start talking to me, I could keep a conversation.
Oh, yeah.
It's only different when the individual, like the girl, is like so dry, and I'm like, man, is it me? Is it me?
Dry where?
Like we're talking and the conversation's not flowy, but then again, I'm like, is it me or is it her? Because she's like being so damn.
It's never you, King.
It's never
It's
you.
never me.
It's never you. You start thinking, is it them? Is it me?
Is it me
Then
or
you
is it
start
them?
stressing out about that.
And now you start, like,
that's where the insecurity.
insecurity.
Yeah, no. Just keep it rolling. Roll with
Yeah.
it. You say something funny, fuck it. You say something stupid, fuck it. I said it. Move on. Like, it is what it is. That's
Imagine
me.
they're just trying to make you buy them a drink.
I think.
By yourself.
I think men got maybe not just as much insecurities as women. Women got a lot of insecurities. That's why they do a lot of things that they do. As far as like
Yeah, women get their lips done,
lips done,
eyelashes,
fucking
hair
they
done.
get the plastic shit up. In
Yeah,
their
the
foreheads and
Botox,
their cheeks, and all that shit.
their BBLs, liposuction,
There's so
and
many
we don't
things.
talk about it. It's like whatever. We prefer. I mean,
feel like men have the same insecurities, but just not as much, not to like such a high degree. But
a
like,
lot of men don't go and fix those insecurities. Like, they just kind of keep them in them. Like, there's nothing they
Yeah.
do to like change them, like physically. You know what I'm saying? Like, a majority of them. So,
What are some men insecurities? Let's talk about
so we
that.
just that's what we were talking about. We just said height. We were just talking about mouthpiece.
like the dating game is still like competitive. So like when you're talking with when you're talking to a girl and you kind of like, let's just say you find out that she's talking to other people or who she's talking to, and you see who she's talking to, like, I don't care what nobody says, bro. Like, you're gonna look at that a certain way. Like, you're gonna be looking at what type of guy that she's talking to or what type of guy that she likes, and then you're gonna start kind of comparing yourself to that. Like, what do they got that I don't got, or what do I got that they don't got?
Nothing.
Especially if she chooses up. If a female chooses up and picks the other dude, and like especially if you were really into that girl, that's gonna fuck with you.
Well,
that's gonna fuck with you a little
not
bit.
that,
I've been
especially
there.
like when you. I mean, not saying you compare yourself to that person, but you're like, what the like. This guy has nothing going for himself.
Exactly. Hey, I ain't gonna lie.
Or not that. It's just like he doesn't even look as good as I do, type of thing.
Yeah.
I was in a situation a few years ago where
Story time. Story time. Story time.
I was in a situation a few years ago where there was this fit dude who basically found out that I was
clapping his chick.
Damn.
I was with the same girl as him.
Frankie is a Sancho.
And
Sancho? Were you a Sancho?
Sancho.
Do you know what a Sancho is?
I'm happy to be a Sancho. I ain't tripping.
Frankie Sancho.
So he found out. So he found out about me, right? And like I said, this dude was like really fit on the gram. You feel me? Working out every day, whatever. And then he sees me. Man, when I heard about the stuff that he was saying about me, it was crazy. And I was like, damn, bro, I ain't even got nothing against you. I was
just horny.
but because I knew a few mutuals and like what they were telling me, like dude was like saying and shit, and like to be honest, I felt for him. I was like, damn, like because I've been there before, like where, like I said,
Did you know though? You're just doing your thing.
I didn't know about him until he found out about me.
Well, that's the girl.
which him talking
the
about
girl's problem.
which him talking about you, which showed his insecurities because it's not your fault. It's
hey,
his
to be
girl's
honest,
fault.
like he's doing his thing. He's all fit and shit on Instagram. You feel me?
But he's probably an asshole.
huh?
But he's probably an asshole.
I don't know none about.
There's
him.
something that he's falling. Hey,
I don't
let's just
know
say
nothing
this.
about this guy.
Let's just say there's probably something that he's falling short in, and it's probably it's sexual because that's what she was looking for.
Honestly,
You know what I'm
I don't.
Hey,
I don't
falling
know.
short. That's actually really good.
I don't know.
What are
I
you falling
think
short
I
on?
think it just really fucked with him that, like I said, it was me. He was saying some shit like I said, I had a few mutuals that were telling me like, yeah, he's like telling her like, oh, that's the type of person that you want. That's the type of guy that you want to be with. That's what you see yourself with. And I was like, shit, bro, we're just hanging out.
I'm just piping.
Yeah. So again, even if you're all fit and everything, it doesn't mean you're not insecure. You know what I'm saying? There's gonna be things that make you insecure. still.
Everybody got
everybody
insecurities.
has that.
Like
You know what I'm
treating
saying?
the person, right? You could look good, whatever, but if you're not treating the girl with respect or giving her that attention and time, obviously there's a time, right, where you give them that attention. But if you're just like, whatever, you show no love, like they're gonna feel some type of way. They're gonna try to find it elsewhere.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly.
So you got to be on your
point.
fucking A game, both the guy and the girl.
No. So let's move on to the next question. So I have a question, or pretty much one of them was, men don't usually talk about their ability to provide for their family. So that being an insecurity, like we do not, as a man, that that could be an insecurity for certain people because they're like, damn, I got a family, I got kids, I got this, or whatever the case may be. Or you just have a significant other and you're trying to figure out, when to settle down with this person and you just can't provide yet because maybe I'm not there financially or whatever the case may be. That's insecurity for a lot of men. They're just not ready to take that next step because of
We've been talking about it, right?
Yeah, that's just a insecurity that, if I'm not there yet financially, I can't provide and take care. Like they put themselves in a scenario, like if I had a kid, if I was living, if I had to pay a house, if I had to, have to pay for car payments, pay for groceries, but can I do it? Can I afford it? Am I there yet? And a lot of men could be not there yet, and that could be an insecurity of why they're not going to tell you like, I can't pay for anything. They're not going to tell you that, but they're just going to pull back from a situation or relationship or whatever, just kind of hold back. One of the girls asking like, why are they take too long, or why do they take their time or whatever it is, like
It's patient.
5 years is because maybe that man either he doesn't obviously want you yet completely, or he's just not there yet financially to go all the way with you.
I think that's like, I could relate with that. Like I was dating a girl that was a little older than me at the time. I think I was fucking 23. She was like 28. But obviously at that age, 28, she already had her career going and everything. And the thing was like time passes by so quick. So the question's going to come up and they're going to tell you like, hey, so like,
What are we?
What
What's
are
happening?
we?
And
When that question hits, I'm like, fuck, I don't
What
want
we
to break
doing?
anyone's heart. So like you said, financially stable. I was still going. I was at college, and I'm like, bro, I'm still trying to get my career going, So that was like an insecurity I had, and I didn't really want to talk to her about it. And the next thing you know, she kind of cut me off. But I get it,
Well, that person was ready to move, and the thing is, maybe that it worked
They ain't
out
gonna
because
wait.
that person wasn't trying to wait for you. She wasn't just at the end of the day. She either want to move on or move out. She's like, don't waste my time. And that girl seemed like she knows what she wants, and you weren't there yet, and it's okay. Like when you're ready, you're ready. But that could be an insecurity for us, man. They're not going to want to take the next step because they're just not ready financially and mentally. We're not there yet. So just understand that sometimes we're not going to talk about those things because it's being vulnerable, and vulnerability makes us feel weak sometimes as men. And again, you should be able to trust the person you're with that they're going to accept you for who you are. But sometimes in these streets,
anything's possible in these
chicks,
streets.
especially with social media, they want to just level up to the next
I was
guy.
just about to say, social media ties into this too, because all these girls want to get taken care of, and it's just
every girl wants the top G.
Everybody wants to get taken care of, and it's just like, bro, like if you're doing what you can and you can't, you can't provide or you can't take care
or
of
live
this
up
girl.
to it, right?
Yeah, live up to
Just,
what her
just
standards
know
and
she
demand
has
are.
like a couple DM requests. So after that, she's on to
you
the
already
next.
know what's about to happen if you can't. You already know
Some
she's about
guy's
to
gonna
go
come
get
in.
somebody that's got, she's about to go to the next.
Yeah.
Or at least it feels that way half the time. So, but
Yeah, and usually that's the way it happens. You know what I'm saying? You pull back, and then they go to the next, and then it's like, damn, like, well, maybe it's best that person wasn't for you, and it's good.
Oh, God.
Because you know it's best.
work on
it's
yourself
almost,
a
and
lot
it's almost
more.
a test as men. We kind of like, if we, let's say, if you start getting close to someone, and then all of a sudden you feel like there's a connection, but then you start pulling back a little bit. It's almost a test as men. You kind of do that to like see if that person's legitimate. What are they going to do with that in that time, in that time frame? Are they going to go and bounce to something else, or are they going to stick around with you and then try to make shit work? And then it just kind of tells you if that's who you really want to be with, in a sense. Is that person actually legitimate, or is she just like, petty and gonna move on to something else quick? You know what I'm saying? It's just those are things that are just real.
I had a situation. I was talking to a girl, and next thing you know, we're cool. We were really like talking. And next thing you know, like, she kind of cuts me off. But then like a month goes by and she was ready with some other dude saying like, this is my other half. I was like, oh shit, she was already picking and choosing.
bro,
It's
this
crazy.
game
Crazy.
is quick, bro. This
quick.
game is quick. You keep up.
All right, so next question. This is another one. This is another good topic. Someone said, is the lack of speaking of childhood trauma with partner to understand their behavior. So technically, this was a female saying that, whatever kind of trauma you had, like us as men had, we do not explain it to them so they can understand why we're the way we are sometimes. Meaning like, why are we emotional or not so emotional? Why are we holding back on saying things that we really want to say? It just all depends on how the household was, I believe. You know what I'm saying? Like, again, going back to being vulnerable. We do not like to feel vulnerable.
Not only that, like, especially this day and age, like for me, especially like being vulnerable to somebody, especially nowadays, it's just kind of like everything feels so temporary. So it's just like, I don't want to tell you too much about me and really be hella vulnerable, really dive deep into a deep ass conversation, let you know everything that hurts me, makes me sad, makes me happy, makes me cry, makes me mad. Let you know all this information about me just for this shit to not even be going for the next.
Yeah.
Because then as you,
really getting to know you.
Technically, the more vulnerable a man is with you, the more he gets, I guess, the attachment becomes. You start becoming attached because you start feeling comfortable with that person. The more you're peeling,
more insensitive.
The more you start peeling that onion, the more it starts burning your eyes, right? So it's just like, the more you tell that person, the
she
more
knows your weaknesses and shit.
And it's like, why am I even saying this stuff? You know what I'm saying? So sometimes, it's just, that's an insecurity because it's like you don't want to say too much and then it doesn't work out, or they pull back.
Exactly.
Or they end up becoming something that you thought they were not going to be, and they're something else. And it's like, damn, I really told them my whole fucking shit.
Yeah, when it don't work out and we're separated or whatever, and it just didn't work out, and I'm just like, damn, this bitch knows everything about me.
But now, obviously, like it could be something. This is another one too. This is more like that was more like kind of beginnings,
like a beginning stage.
But this question was from someone that's married with kids and it's a female, and she was asking of that. So now this person's already in the relationship. They've been together for a while. So it's just like, okay, like why is he still not opening up in these type of things? And sometimes it's just we're hardwired that way.
Comfortable.
Could be comfortable, and then
I guess we could view it as well, just to kind of relate a little more, like from past relationships, like trauma or whatever the fuck happened in the past relationship, and that shit carries on to the next relationship, and it starts making it like it puts that person in a toxic environment. And they're like, man, why is this person like that? You got to realize like this other person is way different. you can't expect that same guy, same girl to be the same way as like your
You
past
got to give
relationship.
everybody a chance.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't be like, put them in a category of like, well, this happened last time, so if this person does this, it's like, now I hate this person, or just I'm gonna treat this person this way because this person damaged
Hella
me before.
clingy.
It's like, nah, dude, like just let shit be the way it is. Everybody's a little bit different. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I give people the benefit of the doubt a lot, and then I realize that fucking keeps ending up being a mistake. So now I'm just like, you know what? I'll just stay away from people.
Yeah,
Frankie single forever.
Yeah. So there's another question here. I think it's similar to what they just said, is lacking the ability to talk about their feelings and communicating in general. So yeah, same thing, you know, like it goes back to the past trauma, and it goes back to just being vulnerable. It's just, men don't like to feel feminine. And then when you start opening up too much, they start feeling like soft, and it's just like, wait a minute, why am I being like this?
Or showing emotion, right?
Yeah.
I think that's something I struggle with, right? Showing emotion. But it's not only that. The way I show like my emotion is through like, say, a gift or something really meaningful I give to someone. But I was never the type of guy to be like, oh, you know, I love it. It was a little weird for me. It was a little awkward for me to say.
Sure, don't do the mushy.
But you know, I think that's because of my parents. You know, they weren't really like that with us, or our grandparents. They showed their love in a different way. But then again, I'm like, yo, I got to change it up, because I know girls like you showing affection to them. You know, I think that's one thing that
that's what the girls are. Girls are definitely very emotional, and men are very logical. We think more like with less emotion and just more like reasoning, and females are just very like in the emotion, in the moment. Like if I feel this way, I'm sad, or if I'm happy right now, like hug me. And it's like sometimes we like get caught off guard. It's like, whoa, chill. Like I was in this different mode right now, and you trying to pull
You become feminine.
You trying to, oh, I love it. You know, like
the movies, like the movies.
It's just how it is.
It's because they expect the guys to be like the movies, man.
A lot of times these girls want like you said, like a perfect man, and it's like there's gonna be a quality, a fault there or something, and it like. And vice versa, but we're not pointing shit out and making a big deal about it. We just kind of do what we do, and you know, it is what it is. But I think a lot of men deal with the emotion part. That's just the emotion parts. We just hide emotions. We don't communicate the emotions that we feel. Sometimes we hold things in because of us wanting to be masculine, you know. And yeah, it's just the way it is sometimes. Okay, so. Moving on from the sob stories, this is another funny one. You got something?
No. Go ahead. We'll
so there's another one. Oscar, you want to show the hair? No, I'm just kidding. We have to show the hair. All right, so there's another insecurity is like men losing hair. You know, someone messaged and said it was a good one, because even myself, I got like a little receding on my corners right here.
Same.
Like it's crazy. And like there's certain hairstyles that you can't let your hair grow because it looks weird. You know what I'm saying? And it's just normal. Like you got to accept that, like, it could be very insecure for someone that, like a man that's their hair is receding like crazy. But you got to rock that shit. Either you got two options. Or actually three options. You're going to rock that shit how you have it and cut your hair for it's the way it needs to look. Or you're going to go to Turkey and get your fucking implants. Or
I'm gonna do that.
Wear a fucking hat. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
one thing too, right? Say you're going bald, right? Like for me, I mean, decent hair, it's cool, but there's certain hairstyles I can't really rock anymore because you're like, oh, fuck, your fucking hairline's receding. At least I got a little bit of facial hair, and it kind of like complements it, so it's fine. But look, I'm working on myself. I'm working out and shit, trying to look better. So I know I'm looking good, but imagine. You're going bald. You're looking like shit. Like, bro, now you got to worry about that. You know what I mean?
You got to rock
that. Now you got
shit.
another fucking insecurity.
Yeah.
You just got to rock that shit, honestly.
You got to rock it. Or, you know, you got to be confident.
Shave your head bald.
Like you said, a guy with a fucking good mouthpiece, if you dress well and shit and you don't give a fuck, you're good.
Shit, I already made the conclusion to myself, like, I mean, I'm just going to shave my head bald if I keep receding.
Imagine.
And just
we both go bald.
Full beard, bald head. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just, it's a good look.
We're going to look like some Russians. Hitman.
It's a good look. You know what I'm saying? So you just got to accept and rock with it and give it the confidence it needs. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't like, you know, like you said, if you're out of shape and your hair is losing and you're going, then it's
showering and the hair's just falling off. Yes, I know you see that shit.
Oscar's going
because I have longer hair. So when I'm like washing my hair and then I see hair just falling off, I'm like,
Frankie got cool hair.
Frankie's good.
My hair's cool. I'm scared to shave it down though. I'm scared to cut it.
Hey, isn't there like when you have like
there.
braided hair, it could fuck with like
That's why I won't. That's why I keep getting it braided.
Your head ends up being like dented in. Have you seen those guys?
No. I don't know about all that.
Frankie, I'm just trying to scare Frankie a little
I don't know
bit.
about all
Frankie,
that.
Frankie look like a dinosaur? Like a dinosaur?
Yeah, I heard you keep your shit tight like this for too long that you can basically make yourself go bald.
So what's the next hairstyle? Because I know you've been rocking that for a minute.
Shit, go to Turkey.
Go to Turkey? You don't
Go
need
to
turkey
Turkey.
yet. We need turkey.
Well, I don't know what I need. I might shave this down to a 2, and I might have a bunch of bald spots.
Yeah.
I don't know what it looks like under this.
Yeah. Have you guys seen that? The people that go to Turkey and get their fucking that shit,
Yeah.
that shit looks nasty.
You know,
that looks nasty.
I know. I knew it
got
was
a
real
boy-
when they messaged me.
I got a boy that did it.
He went to Turkey and did it?
Yeah, it probably took like a full year for it to look good.
Like, right?
Like when he came back, you could see like the dots from the surgery. You
How
could
long
see
did-
the line that they made.
How long did that take to like finally go away? The line, like the dots.
Probably like 6 months for it
Damn,
to
imagine,
6
like,
months for it to blend.
Looking like
in.
shit for 6 months?
No, about 6 months.
Staying
for
in the
it-
house?
But no. He had to cut his shit down to a 0, so you could see the surgery, and then he had to let it grow out. You could see the difference between like his hair that was already there and then the hair that he got implanted.
How's it now, though?
And then so now, shit, he got like the crispiest haircut I ever seen.
Imagine straight lineup.
His shit's full.
I don't know when's the last time I got a fucking lineup.
Hey, Oscar, would you wear a wig?
Fuck no.
Imagine you're running and it falls off.
I can see Oscar wearing a wig.
That'd be horrible. See, that's the one thing I wouldn't do.
He did. He wore it on Halloween.
see
See, there's
Oscar
some
wearing a
things that we can't fix when it comes to insecurities, but we could fix it like that, like getting a surgery, whatever.
Yeah, but I feel like a lot of women do that already. Like they get their hair done, they get extensions. They get because their hair's not long enough. They get extensions. You know what I'm saying? Like that's something that they add
or like an insecurity, like, oh fuck, I'm gonna go get surgery and remove all this fat that I have.
lipo.
Where I feel like that's like, fuck, you can do it on your own. You're just gonna gain that shit back.
Yeah, it's just
if you
bad
don't work
habit.
on
That's just a
yourself.
bad habit, and I think that's just that's insecurity, and a man can do it too. But it's just like I think a lot of men don't take that cosmetic
the male
route.
BBL?
No, I feel like a lot of men don't take that cosmetic route. They're either gonna live with it or they're gonna work out. You know what I'm saying? And try to be better. I think this cosmetic route makes it look feminine.
Yeah, women are more just like, I'm gonna go get that surgery. I'm gonna go get that.
Hey, I
surgery.
guess if it's like a BBL or you get like boobs, it's fine. You know, like it is what it is.
Nah,
as
bro, a
long
lot
as
of
you're
these
working
females get
yourself.
BBLs and don't take care of them.
Well, you gotta take care of them.
They end up
Shit.
big BBL.
Think about this: you get a
They end up gaining
BBL,
all that shit back.
you get a BBL, and you don't work your legs out. It's not gonna look good.
Yeah, you're right, 100%.
You're gonna look like a ladybug.
So this is a good one. I think I'm going to talk
said a
about this one.
I think it's a ladybug, right? Or an ant. It's an ant, actually.
Like the ass to thigh ratio you're talking about.
Bruh.
You got to at least do some leg extensions, some
Fucking
squats, you know what I'm
hit
saying?
those hammies.
You get the hamstrings, you know what I'm saying? Hamstring
Those
curls.
fucking
I've
hammies.
Please.
seen like some bad ones, some bad BBLs,
Oh my gosh, no.
like some terrible
They
ones.
look like they're pushing
Frankie's like, I'll still hit though.
Nah,
So we're going to move on from that topic to this.
what's that?
Whoa.
No. So this topic, we're not going to actually say this.
Yeah, okay.
We're not going to say this, but we're going to talk about another insecurity that a man could have. And this is this is crazy. But I want to talk about it. You see that? But we're not going to say that, but it's going to be this. It's more directed. So it's a man messaged me and said, I don't know why he messaged, but in the thing, it was part of the podcast, and he said asking to do something in the bedroom for them is an insecurity. So like, let's say he's with his significant other or whatever chick he's doing things with. It's an insecurity for him to ask her to do something that he likes because of the way she might look at the situation. What do you guys think about that? Have you ever asked somebody that?
I feel like I'm pretty normal and basic in the
What
bedroom,
is
so I
normal?
don't
What is
got-
normal, Frankie? What do you do? Bend her over, get her.
I guess it's just
Nah,
more.
I'm not doing none of that extra nasty shit. I ain't getting no fingers in my butt. No,
Jesus Christ.
Ah, you know what? Fuck it. He said fingers in the butt.
I don't know. Like, I guess it just, if they match your energy, if both of you guys are freaks, whatever. I mean, you kind of just go with the situation, and if you don't like it down the road, then I guess that's not the one. You know, that's the way I see it. It happens. It happens.
Yeah, so pretty much what we're trying to say is like if you like something in the bedroom and you are insecure about it, like I think at the end of the day, like you're gonna want it from someone else or you're gonna do it somewhere else. So it's best that maybe you ask, and if they think it's odd, just be like whatever, you know. But I'm sure most 9 times out of 10, I think that person that you're with is going to want to please you in that way because that's.
Hey, there's a lot of people that like some crazy
Camera
shit.
too.
I ain't gonna lie.
Camera 2 is good. Camera 2, okay. So I was saying, like, it's just most of the 9 times out of 10, if that person wants to be with you, they're going to want to please you and whatever you get off on. So I think that's insecurity could be taken care of very easily if you trust the person that you're with. You know, again, if it was like a one night stand and you're like, hey, dude, it's gonna be, you could do it, but it's gonna be like, wait, what the fuck? But if it's somebody that you've been with and at some point you just like, maybe I should tell her this because I like this, and tell them. They're nine times out of 10.
Spice it up.
Yeah,
Spice
9
it
times
up
out
in
of
the
10.
real-
I've been waiting for you to tell me this.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 9 times out of 10, man, just if you like something in the bedroom or vice versa, ladies, you tell your significant other like, hey, so I like this, and they could be insecure. Like they might ask you why. Wait, where did you like this? Where did you learn this from?
Hey, that's like, hey, that's a question you don't ask. It's,
You know what I'm saying?
fuck, go with this.
Just go with
You
it.
know what I've been seeing a lot of lately?
Saw it
Like
on porn?
social media.
On Pornhub? On Pornhub?
Nah, like on social media, bro. Like a lot of girls, like I've had girls ask me too. Like a lot of girls like playing with butts, like buttholes. They be trying to stick their fingers.
Yo,
Hey, bro.
I don't know where you be going.
Hey,
Nah.
no. I believe what you're saying. I believe what you're saying.
Yeah, girls be they girls be eating ass.
I don't
girls
do.
be
By the
playing
way,
with
I
buttholes.
don't get that.
Hey,
so just
I
know
ain't-
that we
yeah.
don't allow that. I just think that's
Yeah,
odd.
ain't nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that ain't
And I
happening.
think the
with
reason
me.
for that, I think women understand that. If you guys all know, I guess the man's male G spot is in there, that area.
I don't give a
but I don't
fuck.
give a fuck. Yes, that's,
You're
I think
fucking tripping.
Is that what top G stands for? Fuck.
Yeah, nah.
Top
I
two,
don't
like,
care. I don't give a fuck. What's
I don't
up
care
in
what-
there?
That's what I'm saying. And that's I think that they're starting to realize that, and or whatever it is, and they want to experiment. And it's the end of the day, it's just like, damn, like that's crazy. So
Okay, there's a question right here.
Oscar's like, all right, okay.
Move on. Why is it that you guys hide feelings towards someone and speak up once that person has moved on? Did we already talk about this?
No, we talked in the thing, but we haven't actually talked about that. So this person saying once you have feelings for a person, and then they don't show it, and they move on, and now you have feelings for her, like, oh.
And then you're over here like just fucking.
Because we think, okay, so men, so repeat that question. I'm gonna answer that real quick.
Why is it that you guys hide feelings towards someone and speak up once
So
that
this
person has?
This is
moved
still
on?
like a talking stage type thing. type
Yeah,
deal.
like let's say you start both liking each other, and obviously the girl's always gonna be like, all right, cool, I like it. But I think men just want to hold off a little bit and just have that control, and like I got it like that.
Or you
And-
haven't had that conversation of where you guys
Yeah.
stand with each other.
Yeah, and you could be like, I have it like that until that girl decides to pull back, and then you're like, oh fuck, I don't
You're
have
like,
it. I don't
fuck,
have
I
it like
waited-
that.
I
no
waited
more.
too long.
I don't have it like that no more. Now it's like, hey, check it out. Like I'm here, and it's like, well, fuck, like I was there, and now I'm not there, and it's just like, I think men just like to wait a little longer.
That's the thing. You know, even with myself, waiting a little too long and not showing emotion. like that.
Exactly.
And then after, it's just like, you know what? Like, this is the way I was actually feeling. You know, my apologies for not telling you. You know what I mean? But it
at
is what it is.
But at that point, at least now you're telling them I actually do care about you. So now it's on that person to be like, well, it took me a little bit to understand that I do care about you, but I do, and I want to make some of it. And that person that decided wants to move on or not, they should be like, you know what? I do like this guy, and now he expresses feelings, and he's being vulnerable with me, and now I can trust him and move. You know,
and that's something. Sometimes that's what they have to do to like trigger that, right? And they want to see that side of the
yeah, they have to do that.
Okay.
I feel like females almost in the sense like if you're fucking with a guy for a while and you like him and he likes you, but he's not making a move after like a certain time, pull back a little bit and let him feel a little bit of distance. And then he's guarantee you at some point he's either going to just never talk to you again if he's that guy, or if he really cares, he's going to be like, hey, I do really like. And at that point, it's like, cool, let's make it work. Sometimes you got to do that for some guys that are a little bit more or less emotional, and that's just the reality of things, you know. So
I got
that's
another
that's
question
good
right
one.
here.
What is it?
Of women making more money than men.
Oh yeah, I think that could be
I feel like there's a lot of that right now.
because of social media. A lot of influencer chicks.
A
Oh,
lot of influencer stuff going on.
and they're just making bank.
and I feel like the reason,
OnlyFans.
yeah,
Only not
OnlyFans.
making like probably like 10K a
uh,
month. Fuck, that's crazy.
Nah, there's girls
So easy.
there's girls that are balling out right now. I feel like
And that's awesome.
females
love
have-
it.
Females definitely have a big advantage financially right now over men. Yeah, either equal or either they're equal with how far they can go financially, or they might have an advantage.
Is that the thing now? You know, now that I see it, a lot of females are making more money than men. You know, back in the day, it was the guy that did everything. The woman would just stay at home, and the guy was that figure that would provide every day. And now it's different.
Yeah,
the
but
girls are leading.
Women want to be independent.
Yeah,
they want to, have their own bread.
Yeah,
and that's good. Well, it's good that women want to be independent and do that. But at the same time, as like men that are doing well in life in general, they just want a little bit of peace. They want peace at home, and sometimes like if that woman's too independent, she's gonna be like,
or bragging about it.
Yeah, she's gonna be a little too much, and it's like, bro, like I don't want to come home to you trying to be this person.
Oh my gosh, I mean,
like, and it's like, okay, that's cool. Like, go ahead, and make money together, but like, like we don't need another masculine man in the household. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm the protector, provider. You know what I'm saying? Sorry, but it's the truth. Like, as a man that's doing well, I mean, there might be men that are not as masculine, and they're okay with you taking care of them. Hey, so be it. It's nothing wrong with that. That's the relationship you're in. That's the relationship you're in. But if you're someone that's a little bit more masculine and as a man and not machismo, it's just you're doing well in life. You're ingrained to be the provider and protector of that family. If my significant other wants to match that, even surpass that, or just put enough to do something, that's cool. Let's make money together, but not to the point where it's like, well, I make more money than you, and now I'm a boss bitch. No fucking guy like that's doing well in life wants I'm a boss bitch type of shit. Like I do make my own money. Like we this is reality. We don't want that, but it's okay. Somebody else might want that. You know
I was watching a comedy special last night. Hella funny. This dude named Andrew Schultz, and he was saying the same shit. He was saying, ladies, he said, we're finally at a day and an age where you could finally be the men that you've always hated.
Yeah, yeah. That's definitely
the tables have turned.
Yeah,
and again, be who you want to be is good.
It's all about.
But just know when you're looking, if there's a man that comes across and you can't find that man, is because you're just a little too on your masculine.
Yeah, he was saying they want equal financial opportunities, they want equal labor opportunities. And then
we're the ones that are suffering now. Shit.
He was like, and then they march for, we want to fuck whoever we want. He's like, cool, now you guys could be just like us.
Yeah, that's how it is.
And again, there's nothing wrong with people choosing what they want to do. It's just a matter of like us speaking an opinion of the situation. Like men don't want masculine women. Mm-hmm. They don't. They want a soft, feminine woman.
Imagine she lifts more than you.
That's cool. I mean, but at that point, it's like, you should be working out too. Man. I mean, shit. Like, come on. Like, that girl ain't for you. If she's lifting more than you, that she should,
Hey, but sometimes girls that...
I ain't tripping if like I got a girl that gets her own money. But yeah, like if as long as it's in like a wholesome way.
Yeah.
Imagine Frankie dates a girl with OnlyFans.
For sure. I can see Frankie doing that.
I wouldn't date a girl with OnlyFans.
I can see Frankie.
Thoughts on that, Frankie? Like if you like this chick and out of nowhere you see the stinking leak.
If you see me publicly with a sex worker, I'm benefiting from it financially.
So you're calling yourself a sugar baby at that point. Yeah.
Okay, we can call it spade a spade.
As long as she providing.
Yeah.
So here's another question right here. Someone said an insecurity for men is sometimes men think about is if they made the right choices in life, just in general. Like you can't be like, maybe you're insecure, like, am I making the right decision in my life right now in this moment? Like, might not talk about that. You're just kind of rolling with it. What are your thoughts on that? Like,
I feel like you shouldn't think of that, and you shouldn't think like that. You shouldn't like really regret.
No, everything that you do is a situation that you learn from, and it's never, and in this experience is not something that you should always dwell on and go back and say,
if you don't like it, then change it.
Yeah.
Yeah, move on. It's like a girl asked, right? Something like that. Moving on, right? How do men get over like breakups? It was a girl that asked that. So, I mean, I don't know if you guys gone through breakups.
Just like how do you deal with a breakup in general?
Yeah, I mean, for myself,
I feel like both sides deal with it
a little different, similarly. Yeah,
some people might go get a get back, get some ass right away, or some
both sides
D right away.
Just work on yourself.
Yeah,
I feel like I don't know. I feel like an initial thought for both sides, for women and men, is to go like, I gotta go occupy myself with somebody real quick.
And that's the wrong. To be honest, that's just not gonna make.
It's not gonna work either. Don't work.
It don't work. All that's gonna do is make the person that you were. Maybe you still could work it out
because you might be thinking about that. You might be thinking about that other person in the moment, or as soon as y'all finish clapping, they might leave. And then
Total regret.
Then you're back alone again, and you're still thinking about that other person. That shit don't work.
You just devalued yourself a little bit more,
and you devalued yourself. You just added a body to the roster.
Because now if you think that man is gonna want to be with you after that, it's not gonna work.
I'll say just keep yourself busy, because there's people I know that they're still thinking about a relationship that happened fucking 2 years ago, 5 years ago, I don't know, maybe 10 years ago. That's crazy. Like, get over that shit.
A lot of
you
people,
have to, man. Life continues. You got to go. So we all get hurt. We all get
This
sad.
other person already probably had kids, is having their life, and you're over here still dwelling on that.
There's always, that's crazy that you said that.
Again, that person's very secure.
After like a breakup or like a separation, there's always like one person always goes up and the other person always goes down. I feel like I don't really see too often.
What is it? She's broke. I'm up. On TikTok, she's broke. I'm up. Broke up. She's broke. I'm up.
Broke up. It's always one or the other. Like either the woman thrives and the man fucking is just
keeps going down,
or the man thrives and the woman starts descending. Like everybody is either what's it called?
Some chick
going
said,
in a downward spiral.
What was it? The guy that asked the question?
Send me that one. This is gonna be. We're gonna finish out with this one.
All right. Oh wait, I think there's. What did the guy say that question on my live? He said some shit.
Oh, that was the one that like, why are they in such in a rush?
Oh, we already
we kind of talked about that.
She said, "What are some of the things you're looking for a woman?" I think we kind of covered.
You want to call that girl? Or
let's see.
Hey, put it on the Bluetooth.
I'll just connect my shit to it.
Yeah.
Well, I gotta see if she's still on.
Let's see.
There's a really
crazy. Yeah.
You ready for that one, Oscar?
I think that was more so when growing up, when being a
little kid for the first time.
Before your first time, you're just like, fuck, because you hear.
Exactly.
There's a I guess you could say a stigma of it.
You watch too much porno?
It's just like, fuck, and you're always thinking about it.
You find it?
Yeah, but I'm gonna see right now.
Should we talk about this right now while he's doing that?
Yeah, let's just do it. Yeah, fuck it.
All right. This is an insecurity that men don't talk about. This is something that someone, again, that was part of my messages on Instagram when I posted for people to comment. And technically, they didn't say the way I'm going to say it because they said it a little more vulgar. I'm not going to say it the way he said it, but I'm going to say it like this. What he was trying to approach in this conversation is, in his mind, an insecurity would be, am I well endowed, or am I?
Are you swanging?
Are you good enough below the waist for that person you will sleep with? And I'm sure 9 out of 10 times, men are gonna think at some point, maybe for the first time that they ever do something with a certain person, or maybe the first time they ever do something in general, they start thinking, am I
good enough?
Am I big or am I small?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what they think. And that's an insecurity, I think. And I get what he's saying on that part. Like, the way he wrote it was different, but I understand what he meant there. So I think it could be an insecurity for a lot of men to be like, but at the end of the day, it's like, that's something you really can't change. It's just what you are. And you got to accept and be confident. And there's things that you can do to
imagine. Who knows? Maybe he went through an experience and that person was like, yo, you're too small. And that fucked with him. My thing was probably like, obviously before we get on that, obviously being like
put it on here, Frankie. Find it. Put this on the thing. Put it on Bluetooth. Hold up. Put it on Bluetooth.
How do I put it on Bluetooth?
Oh shit, you gotta go on Bluetooth. Hold up.
Yo, you got female friends, bro?
Yeah. Why?
You trying to get in the Doonies or what?
You said what?
Okay, so your female friends, have you ever thought about smashing them?
Wait, what do we do? We play a game now?
Have you ever thought about smashing any of your female friends?
Let's just say this, right? I don't have too many female friends.
Have you smashed them?
The thing is, it might not be me. I might keep it mutual. One day we might go out, we might drink a little bit, and next thing you know, we're making out.
I think nobody wants.
And then they ain't my friend anymore because they get feelings.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I
that's it.
don't think any guy wants to be friends with a girl unless he's trying to smash her.
Yeah, honestly.
Facts.
That's the truth.
I don't know. I'm half and half.
And if he is,
friends, I got female friends that I'm really tight with.
Yes.
Hold on. They can't be ugly though.
They're not ugly.
Somebody has to take one for the team.
Okay.
But I'm sure you still would want to smash if they let you.
On a drunk night?
Yes, Frankie. See, that's the thing. Doesn't mean you want to be with them, but you would be down to smash them if they let you.
Crazy, y'all. I'm bugging off.
You would smash all your female friends.
That's wild.
You're not
Oh,
gonna keep.
no.
You're not gonna keep a friend that's that's just the reality.
You know, it's tough when friends are like, "Hey, do you have friends? Invite these females to the party." I'm like, "Fuck, I don't have any."
So, ladies, if you don't like a guy, don't be too friendly with him and keep him around because then he's gonna think you want to smash. This is the truth.
All right, hold on, Emily. Oh, well, I got a guy and a female on here. All right, we're doing a podcast. We're talking about men's insecurities, right? We got the podcast going right now.
Debate.
It's still going?
Yeah.
Oh, well, the other one we hadn't started yet.
Well, I'm gonna talk about.
No,
what
no,
just
we
talked
hadn't
about.
started the podcast. She said still going, but yeah.
All right, so the topic is, and it might be a little uncomfortable, but it is what it is.
Insecurities that men don't talk about.
Insecurities that men don't talk about. Do we as men really get insecure when we think about our shaft, whether we're swinging or not?
That's what it's.
No.
Oh, he said no.
I feel like it depends on the girl's reaction.
Look, I ain't got the biggest Jimmy around, but shit.
Yeah, I feel like I shouldn't even be involved in this conversation. Oh my god. But
Yeah.
if you're
You got a
like,
husband, to be honest.
that and the fact that like my followers, like they're probably like, whoa, this is really like not your style. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like that's something guys are insecure about.
So she says yes, he says no, but he knows he's swinging. That's why he said that.
Okay, that's how he feels about himself. But if one of your friends like lets you smash and then she has no reaction at all while you're like, hitting the meow meow, like you're not gonna
Hitting the meow meow. I think if you get a call back for the second link, you're in the clear.
Yeah.
Yep.
Right.
This is
Take-
wild, y'all. I'm gonna have to log off. 'Cause
Matter of fact, the girl that I'm living with now, the first couple times, she was like, she was just like chilling. She didn't have no reaction. But then I called her. I was eavesdropping on her conversation, and she was like, "Girl, this nigga got good dick, but I can't let him know."
They don't want to gas you up. They don't want to
hype it up.
You don't wanna
Oh,
get
they
me
weren't
up.
trying to. They weren't trying to make you big headed.
They're just gonna call you back, but they're never gonna gas you up.
all right,
She's like, all right.
I'm gonna have. I can't.
It's good. I'm gonna log off so you can continue.
Yeah.
All right, so
All right, now we know who that is.
so now that answers your question though. I think at the end of the day, like it's an insecurity that man could have and they think about, but I think that kind of would answer your
We
question.
just need
And then-
confirmation is basically kind of what I got from that too, because like he said he wasn't so sure about it, but he found out that later on that she just wasn't trying to hype him up. I feel like as long as we have like some type of confirmation that we're in the clear, then
like you said, the one time
if I get a call for the second link,
if you get a call for the second link, all you got to
You're
know
like,
is
I know.
at that point it's like it's not it doesn't matter. Like it's second link, third link. After that, it's like it is what it is. Now you know. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It doesn't mean like it just means you did a decent job and you should be happy.
the job done.
You got a C plus.
C+.
Hey, you got a C
Hey, as long
plus.
as you pass.
You know what I'm saying? Like you got a C plus. So you're good. So just be confident in who you are. Be confident in what you have, and
Work on yourself.
Yeah, work on
most
yourself.
importantly.
it's all
You know what
about
I'm
motion.
yeah,
There's things that you can work on and look better, stuff like that. Do that, Some things we might not be able to fix, but fuck it, it is what it is.
Is what
It's
it
like
is,
it's like
man.
our
Hey Oscar, just
our
get hella
headline.
strong and just pick them up. God. Hey, do some crazy shit. You'll be all right.
Yeah, you gotta be
Yeah.
doing some weird shit.
Okay. So, man, just be secure about yourself. We all have insecurities. We all think about things. But at the end of the day, you got to learn how to live with them and make the best out of those. Don't let that pull you back from being the man that you can be. Be the best man you can be with what you have. And I promise your life will be great. You know, and you're gonna live your best life. You know what I'm saying?
Keep your value too.
You know, be successful, work on yourself, work in the gym, you know, look better, feel better, get a nice haircut, dress.
Haircut, there
dress,
you go.
Yeah, dress nice. You know what I'm saying? Dress nice, like find things. It doesn't have to be expensive shit. It just be basic things that fit you well. If you're a shorter guy, wear a little bit tighter clothes. If you're a taller guy, maybe you can get away with oversized tees and things like that. But if you're a shorter guy, maybe you wear a little bit more fitted stuff so you look a little taller. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just what fits you. Once you find what fits you and what works for you, run with it and stay with it. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, those insecurities will eventually turn to securities, and you understand your strengths and weaknesses, and you'll show more of your strengths, and you'll attract who you need to attract at that time. You know?
Yeah.
So
Facts.
I think that's anything else we got to say on that, fellas? Any last questions on the insecurities?
Fellas, just make sure you get that second call back.
Yeah.
When they call you back,
It's a wrap.
you coming back.
Imagine.
Coming on their back. What? Oh man, no, yeah. So, yes, you heard it here first. Lotion Going This podcast, another solid episode for y'all. We'll see you on the next episode. Give us some topics. Write on the comments what you guys want to see. Instagram, follow our Instagram. Follow Lotion Going This podcast. Follow Ray Gonzalez on Instagram, TikTok. BTS Frankie right here.
Sir, BTS Frankie on everything.
Oscar Benitez _12.
All right, we out.